to the Heart of Bastrop Talk Show. I'm TJ Finn, and of course,
I'm Melissa Hayes.
We have Melissa Hayes co-hosting again with Call for Beauty. We often drag her in the studio and make her do this, but you do have a lot of fun, right?
Right.
And you brought some special guests along with you today.
I did.
And that's going to be really interesting for the folks to look at. You can find out some really cool, unique gift idea for Christmas. And then also we have Pastor John Eason with Celebration Church. And John is our dear friend and beloved pastor here in Bastrop County. Let's take a look. Cut. I always say that I need it. So we're here with Pastor John Eason with Celebration Church. And John, you're always involved in the community. And I tell you, during the Christmas holidays, there's always something going on in Bastrop County. As a matter of fact, CASA's countywide pajama party is going to be on the 22nd of December. That's a Friday, and everybody gets to wear their PJs to work and just bring awareness to CASA here in Bastrop County. And I'm putting that information on the bottom of the screen for everyone to find out more information about. But there's all kind of things going on in the community, right?
Yes, there are. And TJ, thank you for having me come back.
Yes,
and
always.
Love the subject today on Christmas, because I'm always looking, at least maybe just at our generation, looking for things that help remind me now of the spirit of Christmas. You know,
Absolutely.
I mean, when you're younger, you may have different ideas, but I'm trying to find something now that just kind of brings the meaning of Christmas to me. And I think there's a lot of several things. I mean, you'd already mentioned about the pajama thing, but I mean, if you're new to Bastrop, you may not know that we have a Christmas parade.
Yes.
And I believe that's like the second Saturday
Right, and I think
December.
the first Saturday in December, Smithville has the
Oh, do they
same
have one
thing,
too?
So you've
Okay.
got
And
two
I
in
can
a
tell you,
row.
we've been around for a while, but I can tell you the parade has actually really evolved into something really cool here.
Yes, it has.
I mean, if you were here years and years and years ago, you know, we had a couple of trash trucks, I think, with lights on it. But now it's actually a really neat thing. And then there's something else that a lot of people don't know about. It's called the Downtown Christmas Stroll. And it's been going on for probably 20 years. And we go down Main Street, you go to the different churches, you know, the Episcopalian, the Christian church, and they do readings and singing. You know, the Methodists usually have a live nativity scene. But we actually go into the different restaurants, Maxine 602. Wow. And I mean, the very first year we actually did the Main Street and went into Old Town. You know, it was a little odd at first, you know, because Old Town's a restaurant bar. You know, lots of TVs going. There's, you know, music playing. And at first, people really weren't engaging as far as the people that were there eating. But honestly, by the time we were done singing, the group that went into that bar or restaurant bar, you could almost hear a pin drop. You know, when we got to Silent Night, you know, it really quieted down. People got their phones out.
I love
we're videoing it. I really think people do want something besides just the consumer Christmas.
Absolutely.
And, you know, the Christmas songs, one thing I like about it is because whether you're Walmart, whether you're H-E-B, it's the one time that Christmas music can be played. And the songs are so rich. If people just just listen to them.
Absolutely. And everybody has a memory attached to
Yes.
one or another Christmas song.
And they
right?
just have good messaging to them, you know, and I think that's the one of the things. So you have the Christmas stroll. That is on December 17th, I believe. It's a Saturday, if I'm off a day, but anyway, it's then. And then something else that also is beautiful. I mean, I think it's one of Bastrop's best class acts, honestly, for Christmas, and that's the Joyous Christmas. And it's at the Performing Arts Center, you know, at the high school. It's been going for 8 years. Brad Nix and Joseph Martin, they're tremendous composers, and it's a county-wide choir. You know, it's got a lot of organizations, a lot of churches involved in it, and it's just a beautiful night. That's December 22nd. And just really capture. I mean, it's just a beautiful night, and they have hors d'oeuvres beginning, and they got photo booths or backdrops for Christmas, and I mean, those are just some wonderful things. But you know, but something that sometimes people don't know, I mean, you see them all the time, but is the red kettle drive, you know, the bell ringers.
Right.
Okay. You know what? A lot of times we just walk past them. There you go.
There you
go. So but here's what's cool about that is that all of that money that people give, whether it's at Walmart or usually Hobby Lobby, it's only two they're going to do, is all that money stays in Bastrop. I mean, so sometimes you think, well, if I'm giving it, is it going? No. If you give in a red kettle, I mean, for 6 years I did the red kettle drive, but I don't do it today. But I always promote it because it's one of the best resources. People give to the Red Kettle,
Right.
but it actually helps a lot of people in our community.
love
And
it,
so
yes.
I want to encourage anyone, if they're at least in front of Walmart or Hobby, do that. You just give whatever you can. And so
Absolutely.
So there's some wonderful things, that I think that are what I call community things.
Absolutely, community events. And
Yeah.
then what about your church? Also does some stuff during.
Well, there,
Celebration Church?
I think a lot of churches do, and
Right.
and I would just encourage, whatever group that you want to participate in would be awesome, right?
Yes.
But now last year, I don't know if you remember, but last year Christmas actually fell on a Sunday morning.
Right.
Well, you would think for the church world that would be like the greatest thing ever, because that's why we exist technically.
Right,
But it
right.
really is not, honestly. Because should we even have church on Christmas morning? I mean, that's how far different we are.
Right.
But what we did find out, I mean, you'd think I should know by now, but really Christmas Eve is.
Oh, that's the big
It
day.
is the
Yeah.
is the night that people prefer, and so we do a candlelight Christmas Eve service,
Oh, I
and
love
in this year it falls on Sunday, so it makes it
Perfect.
easy, because Christmas falls on Monday.
Which means you should be in church
Yeah,
anyway. On
yes, you
Sunday
should be.
night,
You're going to
right,
double
right.
whammy. You get to go twice, like when we were kids. You went
Yes.
twice.
Oh yes, we went Sunday morning,
Yeah.
Sunday evening, and Wednesday always.
There was
Right.
no debate.
No.
No, that was a given. But
It didn't matter what was on TV. You was going to be in church. You
oh
was
gosh, I remember begging my family because back then they showed the movie once.
one time.
And it may
right?
never get shown again for
Right.
10 years. So if it was on a Sunday night, which was the good movies.
Right, the
no,
Wonderful World of Disney came on Sunday
No.
nights, right?
And there was no mercy on my side of the family.
Right,
We
no.
were at church. Anyway, Christmas Eve, which is beautiful. It's going to be like at 5 o'clock, the candlelight service. And I personally like that. You were asking, like we were all standing around, what's the favorite part of Christmas? I have to say, at this time of my life, the music is the best part of Christmas.
Yes, it is.
I love Christmas. And I won't start until about December 15th.
Right. Oh no,
So for
I'm
2
a
weeks,
December one. I'm a December 1 girl, and my husband's like, "Can you just wait a little longer?" I'm like,
Yeah.
"Nope."
I'm not going to listen to it all, but I'm going to get just the 2 weeks in, and just I guess that's the thing I really do like. So
Me too.
the Christmas Eve services are really mostly about the music.
I love
most
that.
everybody knows the Christmas story by now.
Let me ask you guys this. I'm going to ask you both this. My favorite Christmas movie is It's a Wonderful Life, and I have watched that every Christmas for as long as I can remember. I've never missed a Christmas watching that movie. Is there any movies that you think of when you think of Christmas? Is there any specific? Yep. Tell
Oh
me.
yes. Now of course, It's a Wonderful Life. I mean, it's like we're saying these are all our favorites, right?
Right, right.
But the Christmas Story is still the one I love.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah,
the
the
Christmas
Red Ryder
Story.
BB gun. I could just watch it over and over.
I
and
know,
over. Yeah.
that is great. What
Yeah.
about you, Mel?
First one would probably be Elf.
Elf? Yeah, that's hilarious.
The next
quickly
generation.
becoming
That's
a-
the
That's
next
quickly
generation.
becoming a
That's the next
classic.
generation.
That's not our
Yeah,
generation.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, but that's quickly going to become a classic.
Yeah.
It is pretty
Well,
funny.
Well, giving is to me probably the essence of Christmas, right?
Absolutely.
And so I would, would you were asking something that we did. So this year we're doing something totally different, first time ever. But before, which I encourage people to do as well, is it's called I think the Children's Project. It's a Samaritan Purse. Okay, and you get a box, you fill it up, and they send it somewhere else in the world. That's a wonderful thing. A lot of churches do that. So if someone is like saying, hey, we want to give to something, find someone that is actually doing the Children's Project, and with the box, that's a wonderful thing. So we've been doing that, but this year we're going to do just the opposite. We're going to go to the elderly this time, and so we're adopting a nursing home, Smithville's nursing home actually.
Oh, I love that.
Yes, and it has about 100 residents, and everybody's going to benefit from it there, and the party, the caroling, the gifts. So we're going to try that this year.
I love that.
Just take the whole nursing home. Everybody that's there
Wow.
will participate, and we're going to see how. And it's really something for the kids to do anyway. It's letting the kids do the singing, letting the kids hand out the gifts, and flipping it around a little bit. Because usually it's the kids are always on the receiving end.
Right.
Well,
And the giving is
Yes.
just as important, if not more important, than the receiving, right? So, and I mean teaching them to give. So I think that is an incredible idea. Thank you so
we're
much.
going to try that.
I love it.
I'd encourage anyone, Bastrop, because kind of an up and coming city, it does have things to really offer that people can consider.
Yeah, absolutely.
So
Absolutely.
your
Christmas Eve service. What if we want? It's not Christmas Eve, and we just want to come to church. What times
We
do
are
you have your service?
10:30. We are 10:30.
10:30 on Sunday.
10:30 on
Why
Sunday.
couldn't they do that when I was a kid?
Why couldn't they do that when I was a kid?
Now look, and the time changes anyway now.
It changes here in a
You see,
couple
I mean,
of
it
weeks.
changes here in a
So
couple
it's
of
like you
weeks.
get an extra
So
hour
it's like you
anyway.
get
So
an extra
10:30 is a
hour
great
anyway.
time.
So 10:30 is a
You know,
great
Brother
time.
Clinton,
You know,
you know,
for
Brother
people
Clinton,
that
as well, who you know as well, at Victory Temple Church. He's no longer with us, but he told me one time, he said, you can be late for a lot of things. You cannot be late for
Well,
Sunday.
now here's the good time. But here's the good time. But the fallback
It doesn't
time.
matter if people forget.
It doesn't
Because
matter
then
if
they
people
show
forget
up
for Sunday school.
because then they
Right,
show
Because it's
up.
an
yeah,
hour
right,
off.
right.
It's an
Yeah,
hour
yeah,
off.
yeah,
So all of a
yeah,
sudden
yeah.
they're there anyway.
This is
But
the big
every
sell.
week
The
now,
big
this is the big sell. This is the
Not the
big
music,
signature.
not the preaching.
Not the music, not the
big
preaching.
signatures,
The
biscuits
big
and
signatures,
gravy every
biscuits
week.
and
Sausage,
gravy
biscuits,
every
gravy.
week.
Wow.
Yes. So
I
nothing else is
love-
good. So
I
nothing
love-
else is good. Biscuits and gravy all
You're gonna walk
Yeah.
away
I
with
just
something.
can't imagine-
I just can't imagine
being at your church and not
being at your
walking
church
away
and not walking
with
away
with that feeling
with that
of
feeling of
contentment, right? Because
contentment.
you're the kind of
Right,
person
because
that-
you're the
that
kind of
you're very
person that
filled with the
that
Holy
you're very
Spirit.
filled with the
And
Holy
people
Spirit.
that are around you,
and
they know
people
that.
that are
They
around you,
see
they
that.
know that.
Look, we're
They
all
see
human.
that.
Look,
We
we're
all
all human.
have things
We
in our
all
life that
have
drag
things
us
in our
down,
life
but
that
you can
drag
tell
us
when
down,
somebody's
but
got
you
the-
can tell when
has
somebody's got
that
the
spirit.
has
that
that
they
spirit.
strive their
That they
best to do the
strive
best. So
their
not only
best
do
to
you
do
do
the
the
best.
best
So not only do you
for
do the
your
best
sheep and your
for
flock,
your sheep
but for
and
your
your
whole
flock,
community.
but for
And
your
I've
whole
seen that again
community.
and
And I've seen
with
that
your
again
revival
and again
that you
with
had
your
last
revival
spring,
that you
and
had last spring.
that's a big
and-
deal.
And
That's
and
a big deal.
You
And-
said
and
here and you
you-
said
you said
well,
here
there's
and
other
you said,
churches. I'm
well,
not
there's
the
other
only
churches.
church. I'm not the
What
only
pastor
church.
says
What
that?
pastor
They're
says
usually like,
that?
come to my church.
They're
but I
usually
love
like,
it
come to
that
my
you're
church,
like,
but I love
there's all
it that
these
you're like,
churches. Just
there's all
be in
these
church.
churches.
Just
That
be in
means
church.
that means
that you're
that-
serving in
that
the right way.
You're serving
And
in the
we
right
really-
way.
I love it
And
when you
we
come on the
really,
show.
I love it when you
I
come
love
on the
everything
show.
you do for our
I love
community.
everything you do for our
I love it, and I'm here it is. I love it, and I'm here okay. Here it is. The best gift you can give to Brother Clinton. Best gift you can give to Brother Clinton and myself. I'll see you Christmas. I'll see you Christmas. You'll have. There you go. Now you're saying that before the masses. You're saying that before the masses.
I
Have me on the
will
next
be
next
there.
time on. Have me on the next time on. I'm gonna say she did not show up. So
I promise you, I think that's
I
wonderful.
promise you, I think
Candlelit
that's
service.
wonderful.
So I hope to
Candlelit
see
service.
you all
So I
there
hope to
too.
see you all there too.
At Genesis Laser Aesthetics here in Bastrop, Texas, we offer the most advanced technology in facial rejuvenation and body contouring. With pelvic floor strengthening, M-Cella is an FDA-approved treatment for urinary incontinence. M-Sculpt Neo can reduce fat by 30% and increase muscle mass by 25%. How about a facelift without needles, surgery, or downtime? Don't drive to Austin. Our friendly staff will be glad to set up a free consultation. 512-581-5016.
Mel, that was so fun talking to John Eason. And I tell you, there's always some incredible events going on around Bastrop. But we also wonder what unique gifts can we get for the people in our lives. And you brought some special models on with us today. And you're going to talk about how they can call for beauty and get all these really unique gifts to give to their loved ones. Let's take a look.
Hi, it's me, Mel Hayes. I am a licensed cosmetologist from Call for Beauty, and I am here today with three of my lovely models. I have Miss Jerrica Strega, who is a actress and performer here, and you may have seen her in various roles at the Bastrop Opera House. And I also have singer and songwriter Winter Dawn. And then I also have lovely Heather Lyons, who is a manager here at the Hampton. And so today what I wanted to discuss is the fact that not only do I do services at my suite, which is located in the suites at Garner and Riley, but I also travel and do services for you in your home. One service that I absolutely love to do is makeup and makeup lessons. So today I just wanted to talk a little bit about why someone might want a makeup lesson. And there's a lot of different reasons. So Heather, she and I were talking about the fact that we are both over 30. And as we get to that point in our lives, makeup is not the same anymore. It doesn't go on the same. All of a sudden, there's like little lines that start popping up. And so we were discussing that I can help her learn how to apply makeup where she doesn't have to battle with lines, and where she can, how she can benefit from skincare and what kind of skincare would be good for her. And then Jerrica and Winter both told me that they struggle sometimes with contouring. And some people struggle with figuring out what color to use for it. Some people just are not quite sure where on the face to apply it. So that's something that I've been able to teach both of them how to do. And in particular, there were a couple moments that stood out to me with each person. So I'd like to start with you. And I know there was one thing that we did today that was different from what you usually do with your makeup. And would you mind sharing what that was?
Yes, so typically I just shape my eyebrows and throw on my makeup and leave the eyebrows alone, but today you used wax for my eyebrows, and I was watching and I looked at the difference, and I loved how it made them very smooth and they stayed in place. And because by the end of the day, when I don't do anything to them, they get all messy and they're out of place. So I loved that technique, and I will definitely be adopting that from now on.
Perfect. Another thing that Jerrica and I did and that I offer is I will actually go with you to Ulta or wherever it may be. I can go with you and help you actually pick out your colors if you struggle with it. So a lot of people don't know how to even begin to match their foundation color. So that's something that Jerrica and I did yesterday, and I think we had a good amount of fun.
Oh, it was a blast.
And then what was something that you learned with your lesson?
Honestly, I learned so much. I'm not very good with makeup. I just do little light fake freckles and little highlighter and everything, so I learned so much today. I feel like a goddess. Thank you. Thank you so much for giving me this blessing of makeup. And I still have a lot to learn. I'm really excited for this next lesson.
And I know Winter likes the more natural look, which is completely understandable. How old are you?
17.
She's 17, so, she is just absolutely natural beauty. But there's some things, it's fun. Makeup can be a form of expression. And so she wanted to learn how to contour, and everybody right now loves having like the pouty lip look. So I was able to teach her a little trick with doing a little bit of a contour underneath the lip to help your lips look bigger. And I think with Heather, again, when it comes to someone like us who's over 30, learning how to take care of your skin is so important, and it'll completely change how you feel about yourself. And so that's something that I also like to incorporate into our lessons. Was there anything that stood out to you?
The fact that we exfoliated.
Yes,
that's very important. I didn't know it was so important before you put makeup on how important exfoliating was.
Yes, and that's something that that most of us don't know, but as we get past 30, the rate at which our body actually naturally exfoliates slows down. So having a good exfoliant in your routine helps your skin just to look its best. So another thing that I wanted to mention is I offer makeup brushes with our lessons as well. So these would make a great gift for anyone. It has beautiful packaging. And so what it is it comes in this nice little bag. And then your person that you're gifting this to can have their own brush collection. And I do have a couple different options for people, but these are great. Omnia is a great company. They're high quality brushes that many makeup artists use. But yeah, so if you're interested, you can go to my link tree, which will be on the screen below. And you can click on book now and either book an appointment, or you can also find options there to contact me or to buy a gift card for someone for the holidays.
Well, this has been a fun Christmas edition of the Heart of Bastrop Talk Show. And first of all, we want to wish you all a Merry Christmas. I'm sorry Connie's not here with us today, but she's enjoying that retirement. She had some fun stuff to do with her lovely husband, Charlie, and I hope they're having a blast.
Me too.
And I tell you guys, this has been a great show. We talked to Pastor John Eason about all the great things you can do in our community, the Christmas parades and here in Smithville, and I'm sure Elgin has one as well. And then of course the countywide pajama party for Casa on the 22nd. Don't forget that. You guys can call and ask for a box. We'll get you a box together of toys for the kids who are in foster care here in Bastrop County as well. And then we found out all the great things and I promised I would be there at the Christmas Eve service, and I am very happy to do so. And then we talked about how you can get a Monday makeover or a Tuesday transformation. You can get gift cards.
Or makeup lessons.
Makeup lessons.
Is something new that I'm offering that I think is just a great gift for any age. It's something we can all use.
Yeah, whether your young daughter needs makeup lessons or hey, maybe you're my age and you need makeup lessons. Nobody ever taught me how to do my makeup until Mel, so I tell you guys, you don't want to miss another episode of the Heart of Bastrop Talk Show. So go to theheartofbastrop.com or check us out on our YouTube channel. We'll see you next season. From all of us here at the Heart of Bastrop Talk Show, we would like to wish you and yours a very
Merry Christmas!